Good evening and welcome to This Isn't About a Girl.
It's not about a girl. It's about professionalism.
That's right.
Right.
And unless my corporate stamp is on my effing forehead, I can't put a picture of myself on Facebook because that's not professional.
Not without our logo, damn it. Whatever. Do what you want. You're the boss, right? Anyway,
You're the CEO. I just produce shit.
that's only because you made me the CEO. I'm just a figurehead.
Well, it was a good decision.
Like the queen.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. But I don't have any real power or anything. Just a veto stuff, like the president.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Right.
I'm like the president.
Gotcha.
Dun, 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 dun. So, there's a little tension in the studio this evening. However, we did just do an amazing, amazing premiere show of Real Talk. And I was so nervous, but I'm so happy it came out well. So, it's really difficult. I thrive best in my shows when I have hubby co-hosting with me. So, when I have to do one on my own, I get really, really nervous. Even Sex and the Kitty still, and we're like 6 episodes out. I get nervous though.
Weird.
Yeah. Anyway. So this is am I doing the webisode by myself tonight?
Do you ever?
Sometimes.
No.
Sometimes you just sit there behind your mic nice and quiet. Anyway. It's webisode number 45, right?
Oh, look, you found your microphone.
I
Good.
hate it, though. It's all like in my face.
You hate it. You're in radio and you hate your microphone. Really?
I do. You make me
Really?
wear a condom with it. And I like how you fixed it, though. It's all adjustable now and stuff. That's hey, this is kind of cool. All right. How that? Better?
Can't hear you at all. Nope.
Is this on? This on?
No, don't do that. We'll get accused of overdubbing sounds of a microphone working.
All right, well, we're past all that anyway.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it's just so ridiculous. You got to revisit it.
It's just
hilarious.
so ridiculous.
It's funny.
So anyway, yes, episode 45. I really did have a great and happy Real Talk today.
It was good.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. Did you like my...
Well, don't thank me. I would have told you if it was crap.
That's true. That's true. You're so outspoken about so many things. It should be universal.
I'm outspoken?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Certain topics, you're very outspoken.
All right.
And some you're not.
Sumatra.
Yes, we got it fresh. Remember last night we said we were out of coffee? Well, we went shopping today. Got our coffee. We had Chinese food for dinner. It was delish. I didn't make it. Good? I mean...
Well, you know, back in Victoria, we have this Chinese restaurant in town called Ming's.
Uh-huh.
And Ming's has been, you know, the city's favorite since I was 1. And
That's like Lee's where I grew up.
and you know, even people have developed this tradition of going to Ming's for Christmas dinner.
Wow.
You know.
That's kind of
And I used to partake in this tradition with another family at one time, and it was the weirdest damn thing, but it was good food. Ming's is always good, so I
gotta try new stuff.
Whatever. But I tried a lot of other Chinese places in Victoria and Vancouver and Edmonton and a bunch of different places, and nothing compared to Ming's.
Right, that's how I feel about Lee's. Because
Right.
it's what you grew up on. It's like your mother's food versus, you know, somebody else making the same dish you're used to eating all your life at home.
Yeah, but you know, you hit this place today. It's just a little hole in the wall in a tiny little mall not far from here, and I'm just like, Oh no, that's gonna be bad.
I
But
told you. Though.
yeah, no, she was right. Wow.
I have a Ming's.
Damn.
I have a Ming's where I grew up. It's called Lee's, though. And I've eaten Chinese food in, Chinatown in New York City, San Diego, all over the place, every place in New Jersey and stuff. And the only place I've ever liked, besides Lee's, is this little China garden here by our house. And, yeah, it's fantastico. So we'll have to go back now and get you something you like. What?
Nothing. I'm just watching your shirt bust apart there.
Well, that's because I'm trying to be a little modest today.
Come on, Dooley's waiting.
I'm wearing David Dooley's favorite shirt. Well, I'm gonna.
Well, I don't know if it's his favorite
there.
or not.
It's still gonna pop because this is like.
It's my favorite.
I know it's your favorite. That's why I wear it, because you were mad at me.
So you wear my favorite shirt?
Yeah, because then maybe you won't be mad at me anymore.
It would take more than boobs to fix that stuff. Oh yeah.
You know what I got to say to that?
Yes, more of the same redundant diatribe.
Whatever. You get mad because I'm that way, and then when I get all uber fucking feminist, you get mad.
Why are you swearing?
Oh, sorry. Because it's just frustrating. Because I just want to be one thing and be it well. Be it consistently. Promote the safety and security of the foundation of the life.
That's what you got to do.
You're not going to promote the safety and security of the foundation.
If you got no better. Teach you to walk the wall. Get a little bit more tactically sound dogs instead of the two big idiots we got.
Oh well. So yeah. Anyway, we had a super real talk.
It's good. Although it's not working right now.
No, it's weird.
Well, it's not us.
No, it's not us. It's the server that's hosting the broadcast that delivers it to our website that's messing up. We'll fix it.
Well,
As soon as we're done shooting this for y'all.
No, they'll fix it because
Well, yeah,
I can't fix their crap.
Right, but they can't fix it until they know something's the matter, and they won't know something's the matter until after we shoot the webisode and process it and post it so we can get on that other issue. And it's 1:45 and I really want to have a hot tub tonight. Maybe I don't. Do I?
Why don't you?
Well, I don't know. We've had some of our best moments and our worst ones in there. See, lady, more of the straight talk you love so much. Only here, folks.
How is this straight talk?
We put the real in reality TV.
Oh no, I think the Atlanta Housewives do that.
Well, yeah. Well, no, I'm
By the way, when is that airing?
It's not the Atlanta Housewives, just for the record. The Real Housewives of Atlanta are all svelte, gorgeous, and incredibly wealthy. And that is a pipe dream for that other person.
Oh, but I thought it was a sure thing.
It is a spoof satire web stuff called The Fat Housewives of Georgia or something like that. It's not a real television show.
Oh, okay.
Yes, just to clarify.
No.
If
Glad-
they want
glad
it
you
done
cleared
well,
that up,
if they
'cause,
want it done
you know.
well, we'll do it right, but good luck going anywhere else.
Well, take a frickin' number because my
Yes.
movie schedule is filled for the next year.
That's right, and here's the thing now. I don't know what I'm going to do. You're going to leave me to run this whole radio thing because you're going to be off making your movies now.
Why is anything going to change? I'll work my 14-hour days here, and then I'll go work my 14-hour days on set.
And that'll be 28 hours in the day.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
You're so cute.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Well, I can handle the production side for some stuff. Why do you do alternating shooting days? If you can. If it's the
Because
team.
I have a tyrant executive producer who's going to want everything done in a day, apparently.
I know that. But if it's a television series, we can do it that way.
Well, if it's a television series, we're doing a pilot and that's it, and then
Well,
we're going to
that's
sell
true,
it.
too. That's true, too.
And then we can do, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to stay on as the writer, though. So, even, I don't know. I mean, that's something that, if I write the pilot and it's the way that I see it, the way I'm writing it, and then we hand it off to somebody else, this said executive producer that we're mentioning is going to be furious because it's also this said producer's life story. So,
Yeah, well, he's the one who's bringing his family into it. Don't look at me.
well, I guess you're assuming that they would, replace us with, I don't think they would because we made it happen anyway. I wrote the thing. So. And you're shooting the pilot. So, if they like it as is, it would only be prudent and make perfect sense to continue with the original creative team rather than, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right? What do you think? Unless we decline because we have other projects. That's always a possibility too. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just already thinking ahead of scheduling because that's what I do. I think ahead.
Well, he's not even committed to any particular format yet, so...
Well, that's true. But you know what? I figured a way around that when we go to that meeting tomorrow is whether I'm writing a feature or I'm writing a pilot, it's still 90 minutes to 2 hours of writing. And it's still, the shooting isn't going to be that much different because the way cable series are shot now, made for cable movies are shot, and we're not going the blockbuster film route. We've already decided that right off the bat. It's budgetary concerns. So, I don't think... No?
No.
Oh, boy. Okay. Never mind.
He's got it all worked out.
I'm aware of that, and but
He's going to take nothing and make it everything. And I'm going to be like, okay, whatever, just pay me.
Well, it's not impossible, right? We've done it.
No, everything that I know about the film and television business and everything I know about film and television distributing and everything I know about television series, which is a whole fuck of a lot, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Um,
You're cursing now.
Well, yeah, but I just want to be clear.
Okay.
In public, for all time, so there's been absolutely no whatsoever misunderstandings.
What is that outside? It's a deer.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
It's either a deer or a bear.
No, I was just going to say that, it doesn't matter what format he ultimately wants. It doesn't matter where he's ultimately going to take it. He tells me
Right.
that all we got to do is make it. He'll take care of everything else.
Right.
Okay.
Well, it's the making it. That's
Okay.
the issue.
Well, there's no issue.
Okay.
I'll give him a budget.
Okay. We already did that.
What?
Gave him a budget, and he had got it all misconstrued when he talked to his peeps.
That's right, and that's something else that bugs me too, because he comes back with, well, no, $25,000 a day is too much.
Well,
For who?
Yeah, well, that's not what we said anyway, but he's an older gentleman. And
Well, no, that's not what we said, but he says $25,000 a day is too much.
Well, okay, let's figure this out rationally. If we're doing a pilot for a television series, what is generally the budget for something like that?
$500,000 to sky's the limit.
Okay, well, let's take base point and how many shooting days?
On a television pilot,
Yes.
give or take 22.
Okay.
Then you get your post.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's not enough then.
What's not enough?
The 25,000 a day. Because that's only, well, I'm only thinking of
Well,
shooting
if
and
your
production.
total budget's $500,000,
Right.
that's a hell of a lot more than $25,000 a day.
Where you go, distribution's in the budget, paying the actors is in the budget, the marketing's in the budget, the equipment rental's in the budget, the crew costs are in the budget.
Yeah.
So I'm not seeing it as less than that.
As less than what?
25,000 a day. I'm thinking it's going to be a bit more than that. If you, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you.
But you see,
We're saying the same thing in a different way.
well, no.
Okay. But
Never mind. Not. Never mind. Whatever.
all right. Well, I was just trying to clarify.
He wants you to write it. Pay me. He wants me to shoot and direct the thing.
Of
Pay
course,
me.
of course, of course.
What do you do with it after that? Don't care.
Well, see, that's the thing. I might.
Well, then that's between you and him.
Okay. Now, before all you people out there get crazy, I'm aware. Yeah. Don't get up in arms. I'm aware that writers, writers always make this mistake, especially new writers, that, they wrote the stuff and it's theirs and that's it. And God forbid anybody's going to change a word or they're never going to sell it or let somebody else produce it and fuck it up, which happens constantly. And if you want to not starve as a writer or a screenwriter, you have to let go of your stuff. But this is a little different because this is his life story.
Yes.
Right. And and there's a unique way I'm telling it. There's a unique concept to it that hasn't been done before, especially in a television setting.
Mm-hmm.
So, I might have to break my own rule there.
Well, there's no rule breaking about it. I mean, the story cost X.
Yes.
To do it this way has never been done before. That cost X more. That's all. That's
Right.
no biggie.
Right. Well, all right.
Depends on what they're buying. Are they buying the story? Or are they buying the concept? Or are they buying both?
Well, in this case, that's the point. That's the point I'm making exactly. In this case, they're indivisible.
Oh!
Because the story I'm writing is based on this innovative concept that we talked about yesterday.
Then I'm seeing lots of money.
Okay. Well, now it's just got to be good.
Yeah, well,
So,
I know you can write good, so
no worries.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to be doing radio stuff. Right? You're going to take easy 6 months to write the script if it's going to be good.
Yeah, at least 6. I'm promising I'm delivering in 6. At least a cohesive draft that the shooting script can be based off of in 6 months. That anything shorter than that is not feasible, even for a 2-hour pilot. I don't care what anybody tells you. It's based on a true life story. It's historically got to be accurate and stuff too. Can't do it. Well,
And it's at that point when you actually have what's called a working script or a working draft that I can come along and go, hey, I can build a budget for
now
that.
we can make a budget for it, right?
Because, contrary to popular opinion, when a project gets green lighted, everybody thinks, oh, they got their $200 million right there.
There they go. No, God, no.
No.
Good
No.
example. And all right, go ahead. You finish.
When something gets green lighted,
right.
it's very good for you to understand this.
Yes.
When something gets green lighted, that means that the studio is saying, yes, we will make this expenditure if it falls within our budget for this period of time, for this release to this market.
That's right.
Because we know that market will get us X
The
number
most
of dollars.
return. Right.
They will then assign it to a director. That director will attach himself to it, and then he will build the budget out of his shooting script.
Right.
He will know what every scene costs. Then it builds to an ultimate budget. Then they figure out their distribution percentages. Then they figure out all the extras. Then they figure out the ancillaries. Then they There's a huge process to this. You learn this at film school, by the way.
It makes me so
Film
excited
school.
when he talks about stuff.
So then, the powers that be come back to the studio and say, okay, well, you greenlit this. Mel Gibson's attached. Bob's your uncle as the director, and here's the budget. That then has to go to corporate, and they have to vote on that. Well, the director that we've attached to this project says it's worth
There's
this
that
much
bear
money
again.
to make.
There's the bear again.
Good for you.
It's right outside the window.
Maybe he likes HTLA Radio 1. We are the bear, you know.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Duh.
Oh, sugar. I wish we had night vision. We could go out and record him, and we even have our own mascot on our property. Oh, that'd be so cool. Sorry to interrupt, but it was a big one. Sounded like a Bigfoot. Sounded like a Sasquatch.
Maybe it's a boy or bear.
Oh.
Boing. Anyway, yeah, so then they come back and, you know, this is the price tag attached to this project now, are we still a go? Then they give the final green light, and then it gets released to Variety and E-News and all that good stuff, and then...
Right.
Bubby's your uncle.
Yes. But there's a lot of steps to it. And I'll tell you what really got me, too, was one of the films I reviewed today, it was in post-production in 2008, didn't get released till 2010, you know.
That's common.
Yeah, incredibly. People don't get that, though.
No.
They think, all right, I wrote a script, I'm going to make a movie in a year, I'm going to be a bazillionaire, and I'm going to... Honey, you're lucky 6-7 years later that thing is still in pre-production. And
to be honest with you, I have probably 12 open projects right now from at least 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, look at Tabby still.
I have one film, one of those open 12 is a film that I was first given in the can in 2007.
Yeah, done, in the can.
It's
Wow.
ready to go.
A lot of issues, though.
But there's a lot of other issues. There's clearance issues. There's copyright infringements, all this kind of thing. So, you know, it's been a process to take care of all those things. But it nonetheless, it's still a finished product in the can that's sitting there.
Yeah. And it's a great
Right.
film, too. Innovative. I can't wait till it's finished.
And I mean, there's a lot of things to keep in mind about that whole distribution thing. And you know, like you said today with that one, that sat on shelves somewhere for what, 2 years?
And it's a good film. I mean, even though it's an indie, it was released by IFC Films. It got nominated for 4 awards, 2 Canadian, like their equivalent to the Joulets and the Genies, the Academy Awards and the SAGs and the...
Juno!
Right. So 4 for 1 and 5 awards nominated for, you know, another, because it's such a brilliant film, 7 days. And, but yeah, even that couldn't find distribution. So it doesn't matter. And that's an award nominated film.
Well, it's not that it couldn't find distribution. You've seen another thing that a lot of people don't know is that certain distribution groups specialize in specific genres and specific film types.
Yeah.
So you may have the greatest horror film on the planet, but if you don't know who to take it to that buys that stuff,
Right.
you're screwed. You're knocking on doors for years.
Right.
Only to find out, if you're lucky, because a lot of these distribution houses don't even contact you back. If you email them, if you phone them, that they just don't, because they don't have to. And it's a nightmare looking at everybody's stuff, because there's just endless garbage out there. So yeah, I'll just leave it at that. It's just stupid.
And this garbage. Can I have a steak? It's midnight.
Yeah.
It's midnight.
Yeah, yippee dippy. Okay. You got boobs.
Thanks. I knew this shirt was a good idea. Okay. So what else?
Sex in the Kitty?
No, wait. Was tomorrow Thursday?
I hope so.
Oh, I gotta write it tomorrow because Friday's gonna be a good episode because I'm tying all the previous 5 lessons together of the senses into one great big ball of orgasmic explosiveness. Well, not really, but we'll try.
Huh.
Sensory explosion.
That's better.
Okay. Well, if you have a sensory explosion, it's kind of orgasmic, so.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, would be.
Like that one.
Hmm?
It's just like that one. I was on full sensory overload that time.
What one? When?
The other day.
Eh?
You were there.
Me and the bear are scratching our heads. What?
You were there the other night.
Okay.
That was when all your senses are activated. That kind happens.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's funny because now it just dawned on me that it was in the dark. We was in the middle of the night, so it was dark. The room was dark. We were half sleepy. So the visual sense wasn't activated. It was actually deprived, which probably made it better. Now I gotta go and do some more research and thinking and changing and stuff. Now, maybe I have another lesson for you. Reverse sensory activation.
Well, you know, I've always kind of wondered. I know everybody's going to be writing in, "You're a sick bastard."
That's why I married him, folks.
No, I've seen in, oh hell, I can't remember the names of them. In some porno films, they have this kind of, well, I guess it's not a new thing, 4 or 5 years old kind of thing, where they have like, just some anonymous guy's penis hanging through a hole in a wall.
Oh. Yeah, they have joke stuff like that.
Right,
yeah.
And then, so for the guy, you don't know who's doing what on the other side of the wall.
Just what it feels like.
And for the girl or the guy or whatever on the other side, sometimes donkeys, they don't know who is on the other side of the wall either, right? So you got this thing, and then, right, and then, so you're thinking, okay, well, what's that like for the guy? What's he picturing in his head?
Right.
Right? Does he know that's his girlfriend on the other side of the wall? Does he? Where is he? Is he out at a private club somewhere and he doesn't know who? Right? And then what if it's like a hostile thing where, like, some big fat Lupo the butcher guy comes along and just hacks you off? Like, you don't know. Right? So it's that whole, maybe there's extra excitement to that whole not knowing because you can't see and you can't hear.
Of course there is. That's where my whole kidnap fantasy comes from. Of course I know it's you, but I don't know how to post that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where that faux terror and excitement come from. He's out there again.
Yeah.
Maybe he smells the Chinese food.
That could be, although I didn't know bears like Chinese food.
Maybe he's a Chinese bear.
Panda? Really? You got a little Pandaria out there visiting us, do you?
I gotta get on Pandaria. We gotta.
Oh, yeah. Like, I've got time in my 28-hour workday now.
Well, sorry, baby. I know.
Well, no, there's no sorry.
Well, I just said in the kitchen earlier at dinner that, yes, we're even more busy than ever, but we must. Critical, uber critical, and I'll back this up with scientific and psychological research right now. It's scientifically proven that the best and easiest, most efficient way to stave off depression, boost your self-esteem, and increase your motivation and creativity is to have a regular routine every day. Do the same thing every day. Once that routine becomes rote and second nature, that's when you find your creativity and your inspiration and motivation, because you have that solid foundation. That's a second nature thing. And you have a sense of accomplishment every day because you're doing the same thing every day, and it's all part and parcel of that whole well-being kind of dealio. But I said, now that we're busier than ever, we need to have that structured routine, and once it becomes rote, then we'll be able to find those extra hours in the day that are so necessary to do those kind of things that recharge you. Like for me, it's drafting, an interior or scrapbooking or something like that. For you, it would be shooting stuff, and, it's very, very important to get that and have that. But when you have when you have a screwed up schedule like we do, where we get up some days at noon because we're working at 4 a.m. and then we try and get up at 8 a.m. every day, but it doesn't work, that just gets more frustrating. And there's nothing more of a creativity killer than that, because you feel the minute you wake up and you've missed that 8 o'clock alarm and you're not up until 11, like a failure from the beginning of the day. So you don't get as much accomplished. You don't do as much. You don't feel as good.
So...
Don't say it's my fault.
If that's the case...
Don't say it's my fault.
Oh, I'm not blaming anybody here. I just have some questions to pose if that's the case.
Okay, pose the questions. Shoot.
Well, today was one of those days. Got up at 11 o'clock. Oh, shit. Worked till 4 a.m. the night before. Oh, shit. Oh, well. What do? Carry on. I'd like to point out, if it would please the court, that not only did I put out what I would say is one of probably close to my best graphics for any show,
All right, concur.
on top of which we have just put out one of our best shows.
Concur. That's because
I humbly disagree with your argument and respectfully submit that no.
Crap, because we had one. First of all, this is a show that's been in development for a long time. 2, it was something that was incredibly important to both of us. That goes well and is superior. 3, we're both professionals, so we could be zombie sleepwalking and put out good stuff because it's just our nature to do that. We'll push through and we'll be professional. So, because I struggled the entire day. But as soon as it was time to go on, I was on. Because I'm a professional. But that has nothing
The fact remains we did some of our best work today.
The fact remains, though, that was one day out of a whole crap load of other days. And it doesn't have to be the exception. It could be the rule. Damn, I'm good. I scare myself. So anyhow, yes, that's it.
Well, in lawyer school, you haven't killed my argument.
Yes, I have. It's the exception. It's not the rule, but it could be the rule if you stick to a fundamental, secure foundation from which to operate, and every day you have that sense of accomplishment. Will further increase your self-esteem, further increase your ability to be creative in a way you haven't even contemplated yet.
You know, I don't know about you. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. And actually, sporting boobies like that, you should be feeling pretty good about yourself, too.
But that's just today. I felt really fat yesterday. See?
Oh, yeah. I was really fat yesterday. And you got up at 8. Oh, yeah.
I didn't get up at 8 yesterday. We got up at noon yesterday. You didn't even talk to me for the first part of the day because I was supposed to be in trouble for getting us up late the day before yesterday, but we didn't get up at 8 yesterday, and we got up at noon yesterday. Therefore, there were no consequences for the day before or the day before or today, so it didn't even matter that we got up at 11 today because nothing ever happens when we get up late anyway. So there.
I'm going to have to, before I can actually rebut that, I'm going to have to actually, after this, I'm going to have to play back the tape, play that thing that you just did there in sections to kind of remember what the hell it was you just said.
I can do it again because it's the truth, so it's not something that I need to remake up because it's there already.
Okay.
Would you like me to?
No.
I can't.
No, we're trying to entertain these nice folks
I'm sure we are.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. This is what they love about us the most. Our
legal battle.
Our ridiculous rhetoric and diatribe. And our domestic disputes. Because they're cute. They're never mean or terrible. So.
Well, I don't beat you on camera. It's kind of incriminating.
Yeah. And it must be good or I wouldn't be so happy all the time. It's never bad. It's only ever in a good way.
They're good beatings.
Well, you should know.
Yeah, good, because I'm not getting beaten.
Yeah.
That's the only thing good about them.
I guess, like everything
if you're
else.
the beater instead of the beatee.
I guess it's like everything else. It's where you're operating from. Yeah. And I'm miserable without them. Alright, well here's the dealio, and I'll explain, and you should know this. I'm like a frickin' superhero. All my life I can do whatever I want, anything I want, anytime, at all. It doesn't matter, never a consequence. Still till this frickin' day, I almost never have consequences. So, I'm unhappy unless, I'm held accountable for my actions and my behavior, and, I'm as fallible as everyone else. I'm lazy, and I'm a girl, and I'm all kinds of stuff, and when I don't have that is when I feel most lost and not like myself. So it's only within the confines of a rigid structure that I feel most free. And that's just the way it is. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
So you do well in prison.
No, because I choose this. That's not a choice. I would never be with a partner who was uncaring of my opinion or uninterested in my feelings or unwilling to be respectful or be in any way authoritative for whatever was the best interest of me or us or our family as a whole. And it's a hard thing to find, because there's a lot of those asshole kind of guys out there. So
Yeah.
yeah. So it's only a real man that can be a real man. And real men are tough when they gotta be, and loving when they gotta be, and
Loving when they gotta be?
yeah. Well, it's hard for most men to do the mushy, nurturing thing. That's a woman's predisposition. So, but a real man can do it because it's necessary for their partners and the people they care about. So, just as everything in life, there's a yin and a yang. You gotta have a balance. You gotta have one. You can't have one without the other. So.
Otherwise, you're stuck with yin yin and yang yang.
That's right. Or ylang lang. I never could pronounce
Maybe
that.
there's two bears outside, and they're our own yin yin and yang yangs.
They're so cute. If they really were pandas, I would just die.
Yeah, so would I.
That would be cute. They wouldn't survive. They have to eat bamboo.
Which is why they wouldn't be here.
Yeah, well, I got some. But not enough for them to eat. It's possible. You never know.
Uh-huh.
Maybe somebody imported them from the black market and they escaped and now they're loose in our yard. And they need us to help them, to rescue them.
And they're still out there.
They're still out there.
Oh, yeah?
I know. Well, there's at least one of them out there. China gets pretty cold. China
What?
gets pretty damn cold. So, it would
Well, depends on where you are. It has a lot to do with altitude, yeah.
like Hokkaido, the island of Hokkaido. It's constantly cold. It's got some of the coldest temperatures in the winter there are.
Interesting. That's near sea level.
The island of Hokkaido completely freezes in the winter. It's like an ice palace. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the animals there have adapted in miraculous and beautiful ways. Go look it up. Hokkaido.
Hokkaido.
Hi.
Good food there, though, right?
Well, it's not, it's mostly wilderness.
Oh.
But they do have tourist villages because the university has acres, the turkey. Now you got me thinking food. Tokyo University has that's where they study. All their graduate students go there to study, that are in biology and ecology.
Mm-hmm.
They're really big on ecological conservation and nature conservation in Japan because they have such rare creatures that you don't find anywhere else in the world. So, and I guess because also they have so much disaster. It's such a fragile environment there.
So,
anyway.
Japanese or Chinese?
Chinese. Oh, wait a minute.
You said Japan.
Japan, right. That's right. Hokkaido's in Japan. Sorry, I switched. Pandas are in China, but Hokkaido's in Japan. I was talking about the pandas, but now I'm talking about Hokkaido in Japan.
Okay.
Sorry. That's right.
Thanks for letting us all in on that.
Thanks for catching it, see? That's right, now you know. He's the only person I've ever known who's smarter than me. Even though he likes to pretend otherwise. Yeah. I still can't get over you said that.
What?
That it's my way or the highway. I am not like that. Come on, I can get militant at times, but...
Oh, no. No. There's militant, and then there's people on Facebook openly comparing you to Adolf Hitler, citing that you are worse.
Aw, shit.
Yeah. Wasn't me. Don't look at me. I didn't do that.
I didn't either. I'm not a bad person by any stretch of the imagination. I might be naughty, but I'm not a bad person.
No. In fairness, it was, on post defending your honor and all that kind of family honor and the company honor.
Yes, that's right.
All that good honor stuff.
That's right. That's the only time I really get incensed and militant is when, somebody threatens our secure foundation we're building.
Yeah. They only really do it because they're jealous.
I agree.
Yeah.
And
I think the vast majority of people can see that.
Yeah, sure. Well, it's funny because those people that post all that nasty stuff, you never see pictures of them floating around. There's a reason for that. We actually know what they look like in person, and that's exactly why there's no pictures of them floating around anywhere. So,
huh.
Yeah. I told you we should do that side-by-side comparison.
Oh.
Let them judge for them. Let the folks at home judge for themselves.
We'll put them up at the Hot or Not website.
That's right.
There you go. No, I don't think we need to do that.
No. I still got those pictures of me and you in the hot tub, me in my bikini, with my hands in my hair, and then you imitating me with your hands behind your head. And I put them side by side in the hot spouse contest.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. I gave my permission for that.
Well, you weren't given permission for anything back then, so I just scrapped the whole idea. You weren't.
We didn't win?
It was between me and you. I posted it on Facebook, and I said the winner of this contest gets to choose Saturday night date night, what we're going to do and stuff. It was between me and you. It was the hot spouse contest. Who was the hotter spouse?
So it was just kind of an open vote thing, pick Chris or pick Kate.
Yeah, I had it on the Facebook, on my Facebook for a while.
And what was the good word?
You were all grumpy. I took it down.
Oh, were you beating me? Boobs. Gotta be it.
Yeah, but I was in my bikini too, so it wasn't just the boobs.
Oh, and I suppose the shot you put up of me had my man boobs.
No, you were imitating the same pose I was making in my bikini in the hot tub in the shot. That's what made it funny.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember it now?
I think so.
It's still up there. I mean, it's still. I mean.
Oh.
I mean, it's still in the hard drive.
Right. Yes.
It's in our network drive. You can pull it up again. I wouldn't delete it.
Uh-huh.
I think it's on that one, the bio. Or the HP. I don't want it.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get to that after I deal with the pandas and the server issues, yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
what else? Besides, we both need more fresh coffee.
yes, Sumatra baby.
Yeah, I'll make a nice hot pot.
The aqua blue lightning.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, I was pretty happy with your movie picks for the show tonight.
Thank
although,
you.
although,
What?
it was really interesting to actually listen to your show and hear, because of the way you broke everything down with, the plots and the subplots and the devices and
Character arcs.
ultimately, as you went through your show, I found that more and more you were talking so much more about 7 days.
Right.
And my first thought was, well, what about,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realized it too.
Spartans!
Yeah, I realized
what?
it too.
My hero.
No, I love Gerard, and that was a great role for him.
But and this was, I guess, the learning part of it too, because everything that you were saying about 7 days, there was just so much more to it.
There was.
And
There was layers.
coming from the North American industry and having really limited, foreign film experience,
Well,
that this
Canadians made 7 days, so.
yeah, but I don't call that foreign.
Well, Toronto, right? That's what I'm saying.
French Canadians are out there.
It was Montreal and
But
Not West Coast.
they've brought such masterpieces as Cube,
I liked Cube.
which is I think my all-time favorite independent Canadian.
I
film.
like Cube 2 squared.
I
I did. I loved it. And then Cube 3.
No, see, no.
I thought it was.
I didn't even really like Clerks that much. Cube,
I
Cube
wasn't a fan.
far
I'm not
blew
a
that away.
comedy
But
fan.
so I don't really consider that foreign film. I know why you do and why you did and all of that stuff for
Right.
the purposes of the review.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
But no,
'Cause I was wondering why you were saying foreign film because it's your country. So your old country, the old country.
The old country. But no, it was a really good show, and it actually makes me want to go see that now.
Oh,
And,
good. Then I achieved my objective.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So.
Well, I
done.
will only review films that you can watch on Netflix. So,
All right.
yeah, I won't ever review a film that would be too difficult for my niece to get and see.
Yeah.
I don't want to get somebody excited about seeing a film and then they can't get it. So I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't make you mad at me like that. Because I know I would hate that. That's why I have every single channel on the cable, because if there's something I want to watch and I don't have the channel,
Yeah.
I'm furious. So I have to subscribe to every channel, just in case. So.
And a $500 a month cable bill is fun.
You know, hubby doesn't like that part. Sorry, baby. But it's my job.
Stupid.
It's part. Can we write it off? It's part of my job.
Well, I guess technically starting today.
No, it was always my job as a researcher for writing and stuff.
Well, then that would be under a different business, then, wouldn't it?
Okay, we'll write it off on HTLA now. Uh-oh, we're committing tax fraud, we're going to be saying about us now, because we're writing off our business expenses. Our home cable. You heard it here, folks. Folks. It's been a really long day.
Yeah.
We're building up to a full moon on Friday. So it's now Thursday.
It's a full moon cervixing Libra.
It's the only one in Libra this year. So,
Yes.
yeah. It's a big one. For us Libras, anyway.
Piles of money and playmates aplenty for me on Friday.
Divorce proceedings on Saturday.
That's okay, but my Friday is still golden. It's on the astrology charts.
Yeah.
Eat it.
That's okay. Hopefully Friday will go as I hope.
Me too.
Actually, who are you kidding? I'll be right there in the fray with all of you.
Oh, and actually, Lenny, I'm going to hop on the old Cessna with my playmates and come down to Caribbean night.
Oh, you're going to samba with Lainey, huh?
Well,
Lainey
and
Borges.
try and figure out Spanish so I can sing some.
I speak Spanish.
Well, you can come.
Oh, okay. Good. All right. And I won't divorce you on Saturday. Only if you
Sweet.
Were, only,
Playmates and the wife.
Yeah, only if you were going to go without me.
No, why would I do that?
No, I know, because they'll all come.
Need somebody to hold my drink?
It's going to be your driver, because all the girls are going to be with me.
That's okay.
Okay. There, just let's get something straight here.
No problem. And we'll let our good neighbor across the way there babysit Gia.
Oh, okay.
By the time we get back, she'll be in combats and crawling around in the
I
mud.
know. Oh, no. Oh, no. Every time you go
What's
there.
the password?
Yeah. It'll give her the little 32.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, it is. No, you taught her well.
Yeah, that's what's kind of scary.
It was so cute. She made me, I tucked her in and I shut her light. She was so sick last night. But she misses us because, at nighttime we're down here after dinner. We have our family dinner and we send her up and stuff. And she's on spring break now, so she has no school, so she got to stay up a little later. But she said she missed us, so she made me put, my Monday Straight Talk on the radio so she could listen to us while she went to sleep. It was so cute.
And very dysfunctional. Yes, we communicate with our children now through our shows.
Yeah. No, she just wanted to hear our voices. She didn't want to feel like it made her feel like she wasn't alone upstairs sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah. Although usually I yell enough in here that it's like me being up there.
Yeah. Well, it's also good. She can be educated now because, I don't let her listen to Sex and the Kitty or anything. But she can listen to Straight Talk and she can listen to Real Talk as long as the films aren't bad that I'm talking about. It's very educational.
So, this one mutilates and tortures for 7 days.
I wouldn't let her listen to this one.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say, well, just as long as there's no sex.
She came up there. Well, generally, violence I don't really give two hoots about. It's the adult situations she can't handle right now. The cartoons have more violence.
And more adult situations.
Well, the anime she likes, yeah. But, which we don't let her watch, by the way. And she did come up earlier, too, in the bathroom when I was getting ready for the show. And she's like, you really need to review Marley and Me. She knows I'll never watch Marley and Me for 2 reasons.
I'll watch it.
All right, Owen is a dear bro of mine, but I cannot stand Jennifer Aniston, and I cannot ever watch a film. Oh, shut up! I can never watch a film where a dog dies, ever.
Dog dies.
The dog dies. The whole film is about their retrospective of their life with Marley.
Marley and Me is a Disney film.
It's a dog dying movie. Dog dying. Dying dog. Dog dying
Old Yeller?
dog. Worse than Old Yeller. Because Jennifer Aniston's in it. And then I said to her, I will never watch Marley and Me. Never. And I'll never review family film on my show. Unless it's specifically requested.
Well, I'll watch it with her. I don't have a problem with that, I don't think.
All right, well then you watch it with her. Because I wouldn't watch it with her. So, yeah. No way, Jose. I don't want to see any doggies dying, nothing like that. That would be terrible. They know I can't even watch Godzilla or King Kong or anything because they shoot them. I can't. If I sit here right now and I think about that commercial, I'll just start bawling. I can't even think of it. I shut it off. He'll tell you I shut the volume. I turned away. I don't look. I hold my ears.
It's so ridiculous.
I said, tell me when it's over. It's devastating.
Then for the next 2 hours, I'm singing the song.
He doesn't do that. Maybe in his head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, we've gotten extra long here tonight. We're really pulling out all the juicy stops. And,
I still want to go more.
Well, that'll get the views. With boobs bouncing. I still want to go more. The audience is like, so do we!
Encore.
Yeah. So we'll be right back with Boobs Part 2.
No, I guess we won't because it's
No, we won't because I got a lot of crap to do and we still want a hot tub and we still want to do this and we still want to do that and it's already 12:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Oh, and you got to get up at 8 in the morning.
Well, that's only if I'm in bed at my bedtime at midnight.
Which is half an hour ago.
Right.
Already blown, see?
Well,
what?
If we got up at 8 in the morning, we'd do all our stuff, we'd shoot earlier. We'd be finished earlier. Do you remember back in the day when we'd work till 10 and no matter what, we'd stop work at 10 and get in the hot tub so we can be in bed at midnight?
That was so cool.
What happened?
Well, somebody got the bright idea to start shooting webisodes, first of all. Somebody else got the bright idea to create HTL Late Night. Oh, that would be you. So now, I'm pretty much working on production things 4 nights out of the week.
That doesn't mean
pretty much right till midnight.
To bed at midnight.
Then with this bloody thing, I gotta post it. Stick in the credits, the music, all that stuff, render the whole damn thing down, then upload it for 40 minutes, because YouTube sucks. Then, link everything up to all our crap, then you put out your little links, blah, 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 blah. It's 2 in the morning. So let's see now. Whose fault is
Well,
that?
we can eliminate my posting of it. I can do it earlier, and you can just toss the link in there and hit post, and I can go to bed at midnight. Remember when you used to send me to bed?
Then okay. Now
make me shut
with
the
that,
TV and go
with that, with that now. Oh, great. So now we're doing webisodes while we're doing radio shows. No.
Well, all right. In all fairness, these were supposed to be 15-minute like sit-rep meetings at the end of every night. They've turned into hour-long sitcoms. Not our fault. We got to give the meets what they want. But you can still make me go to bed after.
Yes, at 3 in the morning. I'll get right on that.
Well, I guess we better go then. It's getting late. This has been episode 45 of Taylor Made, the Making of a Broadcast Empire.
Where we bear all.
Yes.
Get it? The bear's outside.
I get it.
Bear boobs. Bear.
Get it.
HTLA.
Get it.
Bear.
Got it.
There you go.
We'll be back tomorrow with episode 46. Have a great night, meets.
Good night, everybody.
Make 'em clap for this.